First of all, have you got the permission from Microsoft, guys? Have you filled the form? Did you get the permission?
Yes, Venkat.
Okay, good, very good. Let me share my screen whether, yep. Let me go to your branch. Issue came resolved. Okay. No one created containers, file shares, queues, tables, guys. Yesterday's assignment. No one shared your screens here. Okay. Guys, yesterday we have seen how to create storage accounts, and I told you guys before deploying the backend function app to the cloud, you need to know the queues. That is the reason we have seen that application. Now, guys, today we are going to we have created a repo with my backend project file on day before yesterday's class. Am I correct, guys? We're having the project code here. This is my backend function app code, which has two functions. These are the two functions. One is HTTP trigger function. The other one is timer trigger function. Now, guys, now let us create a build and release pipeline so that this code can be deployed to my cloud. So further, guys, what is the first thing which we need to do? So let me open my cloud. Let me create one function app, guys. You know, in our first project, we have created an app service and we have deployed an HTML site to that app service. Today, let me create one function app and let us deploy this backend function app code to this service. Very easy, guys. Select a resource group, backend function app 1, 2, 3. It is .NET, select .NET, Windows, and click button, review and create. Now, guys, I am creating one function app so that I can deploy my backend code to this service. So it will be created in 2 minutes. Now let us go back to my dev app account. Now, guys, here, my repo, which is here, this project has two repos. Now, this is the repo which has the front end code, the HTML code. We have created a pipeline for this. Now, the same project has a backend repo and it has the backend code. Now, guys, let us create a pipeline for my backend application. Very easy, guys. A little bit tricky. It is not that much easy. So let us do that. Very simple. Click the button Classic Editor. After this, guys, where are we having the backend code? In the backend repo, and the branch is master. In the master, I'm having my backend code. Click the button Continue. Now here, don't select a template. Just click the button Empty Job. Now, guys, this is my backend function app CI. Now, guys, this is an empty build pipeline. Now I need to add some tasks to this build pipeline. You know, for HTML, do you remember, guys, that we have added two tasks? Do you remember? What are the tasks which we have added for the HTML site?
So copy file.
Yeah, copy files is the first thing, and second task?
Second task.
Publish build artifact.
Yes, publish.
Yeah. Now, guys, here, if your application, if your backend application is on function app, you need to add 4 tasks, guys. What are those? First thing, guys, search for SDK. Yeah, because the function app will be on .NET. So, guys, you have to add the first task is add this .NET Core SDK. I'll tell you why you need to add it. And second task, guys, select .NET Core and add this task. I'll tell, guys. Wait for a minute. Next.
I have a question, please.
Yeah, tell me.
But how do we come to know that for the .NET Core we have 4 tasks?
Yeah, because yeah, I'll explain this. If your programmer says, you know, now, guys, the front end They will tell you which programming language they have used to create the front end and back end. They will, they will tell you the programming language. So if he says they have used .NET Core function app for the backend, they will tell you. They tell that I'm going to use .NET Core function app to write the backend application. Then guys, you have to create this pipeline. They will, if they say I'm using a Java programming language for the backend, then select write Java pipeline. If they say I'm using Node.js, then write Node.js. So guys, here
but my question is they have told us that they have the language is like .NET.
Yes.
But now how do we know we need to create like 4 instead of 2 instead of 3?
That you need to know, guys. That is the thing now. You have to learn it. For example, if it is HTML, there will be only 2 tasks. If it is .NET, there will be 4 tasks. If it is React, there will be 3 tasks. That you need to know. You have to write down somewhere. You have to
understand. Is there somewhere we can go and get those information? Because maybe they can give us another language. We have not yet taught that in class. How are we going to know?
Because
you understand what I mean?
Yeah. Because in this course, I'm going to give you the major programming languages pipelines. So don't worry. So I will tell you how to create a pipeline for React, Angular, Vue.js. I'll tell you and I'll show you how to create them. So you have to write down all these things in one location. In your future, when you join as a DevOps engineer, if your programmer is using these languages, you can refer my class and you can create a pipeline for them.
Also, 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿, can you please provide a set of tasks for different programming languages, like something like a cheat sheet kind of thing?
Guys, till now I haven't never done that. You have to actually, guys, you have to create one. Just take a screenshot. That's it. That will be helpful, na?
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Now, guys, you know if it is backend function app, you need to know these guys. No other way. You have to know if it is .NET function app, you have to use these tasks. So now, guys, what is the first task? I'll tell you. Before that, I'll ask one question. Can you tell me where we are running these tasks? Can you tell me, guys, where are we running these tasks? This pipeline has 4 tasks. Can you tell me, guys, where are we running these tasks? Can anyone tell me?
Microsoft hosted agent.
Yeah, we are running on a Microsoft hosted agent. This is my agent. Can you tell me where is that agent? It will be on one server.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
Windows
sir.
2019 server. So guys, now first thing, guys, when you want to these tasks will be run on a server. And guys, if the application is .NET, guys, you have to the first task is you have to install software development kit related to .NET on the server. If you don't install it, guys, the server cannot identify the programming language. So guys, the first task, if it is .NET, install .NET SDK. If it is React, guys, you have to install npm. So depending upon the programming language, the first task always is to install the related software in the server. When you install the related software on the server, then guys, you can the server can actually build your application and check for the errors. So first task, always install the related software in the server. So guys, here I have added .NET Core Software Development Kit. When I add this task, guys, what will happen? You can package to install this SDK, which will contain one runtime, which is known as .NET runtime, which will be installed over that machine. And the first task is to install the related software on the machine. And what is the second task? Second task, guys, you are having the files in your repository. Now, guys, what are we doing in the build pipeline? What is the work of a build pipeline? What we do in the build pipeline? Can anyone tell me?
It will zip the file and provide us the artifact.
Yeah. It will build the application, building nothing but checking for any errors in that code. If there are no errors, if the build is succeeded, then it will give an artifact. So guys, the second task is we are building the application. That is the reason I have included .NET build. And guys, here the command should be build. You have to select build command, and the name can be anything, guys. In the first task, 1 minute, guys. In the first task, guys, don't touch anything else. It just leave, add the task and leave everything else like that, because this will only install the software on the machine. Now, when you add this second task, guys, you have to select the command as build, and after that, guys, you have to select, you have to give the project file location. How will you do that? It's very simple, guys. Click it and copy this thing. What is this actually, guys? The entry point for your .NET application will always be csproj. Okay, let me show that to you. If you don't understand, let me duplicate it. So what is the meaning of that? It will look for this project file in the path to project, means in the total folder in the repo. It will look for anything .csproj. So csproj is nothing but your project, actual project. If you can see that here, if you go to the files, yeah, you can see, guys, this is csproj is the actual entry point for your entire project. So the build can locate the project here, guys. You are having function app 7 na? So in the pipeline, guys, anything star means anything .csproj is your path to project. And guys, you have to give argument. And what are the arguments you need to give? Let me share that argument with you guys in the channel. You have to copy these two. Yes. And guys, here the argument is, this is the argument. I'll tell you why we need to give this. Wait for a minute. Okay, I'll tell you guys. Now, guys, what is the meaning of this? Here, when you build the application, so one build folder will be created, guys. Here, I'm saying the output of this build action. So the server is building my project. So the output will be stored in this publish_output folder, guys. So actually, we are releasing it to this folder. So what is the meaning of argument? This means, guys, the total project files will be built, and the output of the project, the build, will be stored in this publish output folder. So actually, guys, this is a, you don't know what is the meaning of release. Do you know that? What is the meaning of build and what is the meaning of release? Do you know that, guys? Build means building the application. Releasing means you have to create a folder which can be released to any server. So guys, generally you have created, the backend person has created a project which has 1 GB of data, 1 GB of code files in it. Now, guys, when you want to release this particular .NET code to any server or anywhere, you will not copy the entire project, 1 GB, you will not copy that to the server. What will you copy? You will copy the output folder that will be generated with this command. And guys, the method of generating the folder and copying to the server is known as release. So guys, this is the argument which you have to use in the .NET build folder. So guys, in this task, what we are performing, we're actually building this is the command, building the files which are there in the repo. And you have to look for this particular location, the csproj location, and give this particular argument. So it will actually create one publish_output folder, guys. That is the work of this. Now, guys.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Also, for that, for that argument,
yeah,
how to get it?
You will not get from anywhere. You have actually, guys, if it is function app, you have to put like this. You have to save in one location, use this. Or it is a command, guys. Command means from where we'll get the command. Actually, this is also known by the backend programmer. Sometimes he will tell this command to us. If they don't tell us, then only you should know it. These are the commands which you need to build your function app application. So you have to know it.
This publish output and the releases are default names, or it's like
you can actually, this publish output, you can give any name. So here, guys, this is fixed. The last one fixed. This particular is folder name. You can give any name, guys. Here, when I'm giving publish_output means all the code will come in this particular folder. Okay, this is the folder name on the server, guys. When you build this application, you know the project files are there in the repo. Now we are not copying the entire project files to the server. You will only create this folder and you will copy this folder only. And this name, guys, you can give any name. You can give Venkat, Ranjit, any name you can give here. Okay.
Where can I find these options? -output, -configuration, release like this.
This
Where
is
can
the
I find?
you cannot find anywhere. Actually, these will be given told by the backend programmer. He will tell you that please create the publish folder with this command. Sometimes, guys, they will give this command, and some other times, if you know it, you can use it. If you don't know it, you can just ask. I want to give the arguments in the Python. Can you please tell me? Then he will tell it. If you are a backend programmer, guys, then then you would have understand what is this.
This
And
is a .NET.
yeah,
Command.
.NET. Yeah,
Okay,
.NET
.NET.
related. Yeah,
Okay, got it. Got
it
it.
is not a DevOps command. It's a .NET related command. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Now, guys, go to copy files. Now here, this is content folder. Guys, here you have to do one thing. Here you have to, guys, this is the folder which is having your total published content. Am I correct, guys? This particular field, this build, what it has done, it has created the files into this particular folder. You know it. The repo may have 1 GB of data, 1 GB of project files, but guys, now with this build command, I have created this folder. So guys, now you have to create a drop. Okay, what you need to do, just come here. You have to copy whatever the contents which are there in this particular folder. You have to copy in the content place. You have to give this location of the folder. And guys, the target should be, it is the folder name which will be there in the server. So guys, here what are you doing? You are actually copying the entire content of the publish output folder and pasting it in this location. So that, guys, the same location, the last step, we will be using the same location, folder. From this folder, you will create an artifact. So guys, here what we have just done, this step, it will create one publish output folder with all the output files, which will be having, if it is dotted, guys, it will be having some DLLs and everything, exes, DLLs. So that is code related things, guys, don't worry. And this copy file, what it is doing, it is completely copying the files from this location, and we are creating, this is the actual location in the Windows server, guys, where our pipeline is running. So in this location, I'm copying the files from here to here. And finally, guys, the drop, when you need to create an artifact, you will create an artifact from this folder. So guys, if you add these 4 tasks on your build pipeline, now just save and queue. When you run it, what will happen? Okay, if you let us go to the task, then you will understand. Wait for a minute. When you run this pipeline, go to pipeline. If you open this, now guys, let us see. Now the image is Windows 2019 server, guys. So it has been queued, acquiring an agent from the cloud. So it is waiting for an agent. It will be started. It won't take much time. Yeah, it has started, guys. If you see this, so this is the agent name, hosted agent. This is the machine name. This is the server name, guys, Windows server. So this is the agent version. It has started executing my pipeline. If you see this, guys, first it will check out the backend report. So initial report will be there, that will be checked out. And after that, the first step, if you see this, guys, it is install .NET Core software. This step, it has installed the .NET Core software. Here, if you come here, guys, what it is doing, whatever code which is there in the report, that is being built. Here in this particular task, the total project code will be built. It will check whether there are any errors in it or not. So guys, if you don't give this SDK, if you don't give SDK, this will give an error, because guys, the server doesn't know how to run a .NET application if you don't install .NET on the server. So this step is installing the .NET over server, and this actual building is happening here. It will take more time, guys. Out of all tasks, this will take more time. If you can see, the first only 12 seconds, second 5 seconds, this is 1 second. But this will take at least 1 to 2 minutes, because guys, here in this step, we're actually total project that can be of 1 GB, 2 GB, 5 GB. It will check whether there are any errors or not by compiling it. The building is currently going on. After few times, it will give you the publish output folder.
Sorry, like we have only 2 files right now currently. So why it's taking that much time to build?
No, why 2 files? Okay, you are saying that only 2 functions.
Yeah, sorry, two functions.
And
Yes.
two actually guys, it has git ignore function. There are a lot of others also. It is, guys, if it is a .NET application, it will take that much time. Okay, only two function. It should do quickly. No, it will take at least 1 to 2 minutes to build it. Okay. Now wait for a
Sir,
minute.
sir, for the task 3 and task 4, the target folder and the path to publish both are same, is it?
What? Can you
In
repeat?
the task 3 and task 4, the target folder and path to publish is same, is it?
Yeah, target folder, path to publish is same, the same location.
Okay, okay.
Okay, now wait for a minute. Yeah, it will done. 2 minutes it is taking. It can be, you can see guys, one after that, then it is completed. It is then guys, next is only 1 second. Publishing artifact is only 4 seconds. So all other options or tasks will only take 1 to 2 seconds, but the build will take more time. Now guys, it is created. That means guys, we have just created one artifact. You can see that artifact. This is the artifact. Click on publish. You can see this is my artifact, which is having my publish output folder, guys. This will be having all the, you can see guys, generally the total project file will be converted to DLLs. You can see if it is dot, that means zip file, guys. You can see there will be a lot of DLLs. Now guys, the pipeline has been created successfully. Now what is the next thing? You have to create the release pipeline for it. How to create it? Very simple. Go and select release, click on release. Now I'm creating a new release, guys. You select new release pipeline. And here, select empty job. Here the environment is dev. And guys, you know now, for any release pipeline, what is the input? Input for any release pipeline will be?
Artifact, sir.
Yeah, artifact. This is the artifact. This build pipeline is having the artifact, added the artifact. Go to here. Now guys, very simple, only one task. You have to add one Azure function app. You can see, yeah, Azure functions deploy. Select it. Earlier guys, what was the task which we have added for the first project release pipeline? It was Azure app service deploy. Do you remember guys?
Yes, sir.
Now here Azure function app deploy. Now click here. Now guys, you need to create the service connection. Did I tell you how to create a service connection, guys?
Yes, last time I told us, sir.
Yeah. So with that method, you have to create the service connection. Now, once you created the service connection, so it will now check what is it, function app on Windows or function app on Linux. I have created for Windows. So select Windows. Then guys, the cloud will give all the function app in your cloud. Your cloud is having 2 function apps. If you go to your function app, there are 2 function apps in my cloud that can be seen here. Now I want to deploy these to 1, 2, 3. Go here and guess here, select the drop location. Just go till the publish folder. This is the publish folder, guys. Select it. Now from this, whatever the files which are there in this folder, that will be deployed to my cloud. Just save and click the button release. Now what's happening? The backend code artifact is now going into my cloud area. So wait for a minute. If you look at the release, this is the release. Downloading the artifact. To deploy, first, what is the one task? It will download the artifact. And if you see the third task, wait for a minute. Got the service connection, because to deploy it into the cloud, it will, the release pipeline will say, get the service connection for my Azure app service backend function app 1, 2, 3. Wait for a minute, it will be completed. It won't take more than 1 minute to execute the whole release pipeline.
Sir, every time we need to create a new release pipeline, is it? Or existing also we can use it?
No. You will create a release pipeline only one for one project.
Okay.
When there is a code change, you only need to run the pipeline. Don't create a new pipeline. Creation of a new pipeline will be done for only once for one project. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now you can see, guys, deploy has done. Package deployment using zip deploy is initiated. The web package has been deployed to your app service. Deployment is location above, and wait for a minute. It's done, guys. Wait for a minute. Now let me go back. It is done almost. Now, guys, open this. Now, guys, if it is app service, guys, when you deploy it, you can view the website by browsing it. But if it is function app, where we need to go, guys? How to view this function app after I deploy?
We can view the trigger, timer trigger, and HTTP trigger.
We need to go to functions. You need to go to functions, and you can see there are two functions. I have not added these functions. When I deploy the code, this is the timer trigger function, the function one, and second one is the this is the HTTP trigger. A second one is the timer trigger. You can see. So, guys, whatever the code which has been given, which has been written in the code, those functions I have deployed to my backend cloud. Do you understand, guys? Do you understand it or not? What we have just done?
Yes.
Yeah, simply whatever the function which we have written, this particular code has two functions. So these two functions now will have been deployed to my cloud. So in this way, guys, in real time, the backend is having 20, 30, 40 functions. So when you deploy, check whether all the functions have came here or not. Go to functions and check each and every function. And it should be in enabled state. That's it, guys. So this is the way of deploying your backend function to cloud. So we have done it. So the project 2 has been completed. Now, guys, the most important part. Till now, guys, what we have just done.
Sir, 1 minute. In that function of, if you click on browse, means what we can see, anything we will see?
Yeah, it's an empty web app running. Actually, you never use the URL. You will only call the HTTP triggers and timer triggers. If you just click, just to browse it, you can browse it. It will say the function app is running. It only say like this. Upon running. But if it is front end, you will be seeing buttons, images, this and that. But back end, guys, no one actually view the backend application. Nah?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now